What are you doing? What you got there? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to In the Bag Disc Golf. What we got for you today is a newly released disc. Just got it in today. It is the Kastaplast Svea. And I don't know, I think you call it Svea, and it's what it looks like. But regardless, it's their new mid-range. They only really have now two mid-ranges, and that's the GOAT or Yote. I don't know how you say it. It looks like GOAT. I call it GOAT. Most people call it GOAT. This one is a Svea. It looks pretty understable, so it's probably gonna be like a high turnover disc or a hyzer flip disc. But I got real lucky. Got a mint one. Thanks to my boy B Trips, Par Plastics. If you don't know him, go check him out. Get you some Kastaplast gear. He's always got all the good stuff. Bottom line, we're going to take this thing out. We're going to be super careful with it because I don't have a regular version yet, and I generally don't like throwing these mint ones. I usually like keeping them either over here on the wall somewhere. I usually don't like throwing mint discs because they're so pretty and they're very rare. So what we're going to do, go hit the course, just go for a regular round, and where I can safely throw it, we're going to throw it. We're going to be very, very careful not to hit any trees. We're going to stay way far away from trees, and we'll see how it flies. But before we get out there, before we see how this thing flies, we have a very, very special treat. If you share this video, you like, you comment, bring some more people on the channel, we're gonna have like a race to 500 subscribers basically. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we're gonna give away a disc, and that disc is gonna be a mint Svea, still in the plastic, unthrown. It's gonna stay in here until one lucky person gets it. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, get a bunch of people in here. Let's grow this channel. At 500, somebody's going to get that mint Svea. So let's go hit the course, see how this thing flies. Just got the new Svea, and we're going to come out here and throw it a little bit, but I'm not going to throw it anywhere around a tree or bush or stick or anything. It'll only be on open shots. So for now, we'll go with a different disc. We will go with an oldie but goodie. I usually got my dayless out for these. That wasn't bad. Let's try DD2. Oh, we bounced up and we hit the gas line down there. That wasn't too bad. No warm-up throws. We're starting on 2 because there's a bunch of kids and a dad back there on 1. He's kind of teaching them how to play, so I just jumped ahead and started on 2. So not too bad. The dayless, I kind of early released it, and it just hugged the trees and flared off over here next to the ditch. But we still got like a long jump putt approach. The DD2 hit the sign right there, just settled down, but this was our first shot, so we'll throw this one. I'm still not going to throw the Svea yet because there's no reason to right here, but we are gonna throw the berg. Just not very well, which is weird. Usually throw that very well. But I was just kind of fluffing it out there, just kind of letting it fall. But it's still a putt, so let's go knock it out. So I really don't do a whole lot of putting with the berg, but when I do, it's usually the K3. But this is my throwing berg, and I didn't really bring out any putters, so we'll just putt with this. K2 plastic, it's the best. It is the best. Anyway, that's a par. I would say hole 1's a par, but it's hole 2, so whatever. On to 3. All right, so it is kind of open right here. So let's just throw this Svea and just see what happens here. This guy though, I'll smack him. I know I will. So we'll wait on him to pass by. All right, he gone. Svea time. Cross our fingers that we do not hit the path. Whoa. All right, so we gotta throw that with hyzer for show. Let's go real and throw our dailies in. Well, that would have been a pretty good putt at the old location. However, now we're another 100 feet past that. Yeah, 80, 100 feet. So we are not putting. We're gonna go up and over the trees or under the trees. We'll see what it looks like. So we will go with an old trick of mine and throw the little known Mirage. Well, we tapped the tree, but we're right there. Alright, so we're about 15 feet, and I forgot, I got the blowfly in here. It's not really a putter, but it's really soft, and I like really soft putters, so let's try putting with it. That thing's got so much glide. This thing is 174, and you just let it go, and it's kind of like a soft pilot. The thing just keeps going. So anyway, we saved our par, which is good. Let's move on to hole 4. All right, so I want to throw the Svea here, but there's so many trees. I'm not gonna risk throwing that thing into the tree, so we'll throw the berg. Oh, see what I'm talking about? Going right towards the basket, hit the tree. And I'm not doing that to that new disc. No, no, no. All right, we got a long putt here. Close, but no Bob Seagar. Moving on, we'll take that par. So we're not gonna throw that Svea in these trees again. So DD2 it is. Got a little roll, we might have a putt. All right, so we did get lucky, rolled down a little bit. Oh. Should have just putted the berg. Watch your heads. I'm gonna go over top of you. All right, let's not hit a kid. Well, without that tree, we might have even aced that. All right, so we did good. We didn't hit a kid. Always good. Bam, and there's a bird. All right, on this next one, we're gonna throw the Svea. All right, so we're gonna put a little air under it. Hopefully keep it from turning over. So I should do some field work with that. It's very understable. It's a hyzer flip disc all day. I thought I put it up high enough for it to pan out. I didn't. Long putt here. Ooh. And I gotta tell you, that blowfly is not too bad of a putter. A little big, but not a bad putter. All right, so let's throw the Svea again. This time we're gonna throw it with hyzer. Oh. All right, I had one goal today. Don't hit a tree with the Svea. I throw it on hole 8. One tree I can hit, and I hit it. Luckily, the Svea is unscathed. No marks, no dents, no dings, no spurs. So, right side. But from now on, when I throw this, it's only going to be in the open. I'm not doing that again. But let's knock down this putt. Or not. What do you want to bet we do it with the bird? If you bet I wouldn't, you won. God. Alright, here's our turnover shot. We're gonna go out over the road with the underworld. Just didn't get it up high enough. Let's throw the Mirage again because of where we are. I could go low and kind of skip it through, but I think the safer bet is the Mirage on a big turnover towards the basket. Oh, we started tickling some of the top of that tree and dropped us. Otherwise, it would have been really, really good, but we still got a putt. All right, let's knock this putt out. And that's par. So let's go and throw a little bit more with the Svea here. Alright, so this thing, as predicted by the numbers, the feel, and how they told us it was supposed to fly, it's very understable. Very understable. It's a great beginner disc, but not only that, once I actually got out where I could throw it without worrying about trees, I kind of, after I went through the round, I just kind of messed around with it out in the field. This thing flies really good. It flies really good. If you throw it high and flat and you put a lot of pop on it, this thing's just going to go out and it's just going to turn, which is really good if you're like me and you don't have a forehand. Just saying. Also, great hyzer flip disc. It's really, I mean, the glide on this thing is unbelievable. It really flies a lot like the Goat does, but as a hyzer flip disc, I started getting it where I would throw it like on a real good hyzer and put some power on it. The thing would go out, flip up, and just S-curve out and just glide. I would barely even throw it, and the thing would just glide. It just wants to stay in the air. So it's going to be a really good tunnel shot disc. I can tell you that right now. But you're going to have to be able to hyzer flip. You got to be able to throw on hyzer and throw it straight, not yanking it way up in the air. If you get a good hyzer flip and you get a good angle on it like this, it's just going to pop up and just go. And I think that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to end up getting me a regular version now so that I can actually throw it without worrying about hitting everything. And I mean, it's going to be really good. I mean, you can see from some of this footage here, thing flies pretty good. It took me a couple of throws to actually get down how you're supposed to throw it. You know, at first I was trying to throw it flat, and the thing would just turn way over and almost turn into a roller. I can see this being a pretty good utility disc for most, but a really good starter disc for beginners. It'll be a really good straight flying disc for beginners. Those who are just getting into disc golf, pick you up one of these. It's really good, and like I was saying, it flies really close to the Goat, but it just feels smaller in the hands. The diameter is pretty much the same. It may be a tiny bit smaller, but it feels smaller in the hands. Like the Goat, it kind of, I have to fan grip the Goat because it's not, I don't know, it just feels different in my hands. It's one of the only discs that Kastaplast makes that doesn't feel good in my hand. Only by the way that the disc is, not the plastic. All their plastic is fantastic. But I'm pretty impressed with the disc. As long as you throw it on hyzer, the thing's going to flip up flat, leak a little bit, but come back in. If you throw it flat, it's just going to turn and probably roll. If you put some height on it and you throw it flat, you're going to get a good panning, turning shot. And that's really good for me because, like I said, I don't have a forehand. So any disc that's like that is really good for me to have. But like we said in the beginning of the video, this bad boy right here. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Once we hit 500 subscribers, this bad boy is going to somebody. We'll do a random draw, and somebody is going to get lucky and get this mint Svea unthrown, unbagged. It's just going to stay right here. I'm going to put it in a box. Once we hit 500, we'll pick a random lucky winner. Like, share, subscribe. Click this guy right here. Do it right now. Check out some of these videos. Check out our one brand, one round videos. Make sure you subscribe though. Get this disc. We'll see you next time on In the Bag Disc Golf.